was the experience like for you going into treatment? What did you experience? How was the actual Ibogaine journey?
Going into the treatment room, and I was actually calm that morning. I didn't think I would be because of the things that I just kept thinking of and the anxiety of the unknown. I knew nothing about the medicine or kind of like what it would do. I'd never taken a hallucinogenic or anything like that before. So I was calm going in there. My experience was absolutely amazing. It was what I needed to see. It was more spiritual. I will say I'm very, very, very thankful for the things that I seen and just kind of what was embedded in my brain. There was a bunch of good things that I seen that really touched my heart and kind of just gave me reassurance, like, this was the path I was meant to be on. And so I'm very thankful. Some of the stuff, like, I kept to myself because it's just so near and dear and, spiritually came to me from my higher power. So I'm going to hold on to it forever for sure. Like no other. That was amazing. That's what I needed.
So you felt connected to your higher power?
Big time. Big time. Like, I could not stop smiling. I came out of that treatment room dancing. And I had witnesses around me. They were like, oh my gosh. They were like, we have never seen someone come out of here dancing before. I came out dancing. Could not stop my feet and my legs. I was just like, woohoo. And it wasn't even from the, I don't want people to be like, oh, well, it's because the medicine's making her do it. No, like, I felt like a new person coming out of that treatment room. Something I'd waited 13 years for. So.
And what's that like, waiting so long to feel good?
I will say, like, it hindered me at first because I was like, why did I wait so long, to get help or whatever, like, or at least look at this place, because I actually learned this place about a year ago and I didn't do much research then about coming. So when I got this new life coming out of Ibogaine, that first thing was like, why didn't I do it sooner? That feeling, I felt alive again. I felt reborn. Like, just starting out, and you feel like you have no worries, so much weight is lifted off you. At least that's how I felt. All the pressure and everything that I held in my chest, because that's where I hold everything, that was gone coming out of that treatment room.
And what do you want to take home from Ibogaine?
I want to take home a sense of new love and compassion, something that I wasn't the greatest at giving before. With my addiction, you would get it one minute and I wouldn't give it the next. So, and just showing and going home and being that mom that my daughters deserve. I've got 2 teenagers at home that mean the absolute world to me. And just finally being that mom that they deserve, that they've longed for, I know, for 13 years, It's just going home and learning to show affection again, hugging them, and that was something that I did not do all the time. I would do it when they were sad, but not just because I wanted to give them a hug and let them know I loved them. And all that's behind me, and my girls will not have to endure that again. They're going to come home to a new mom from the inside out.
How did you find that? Did you find that in Ibogaine through self-love, or?
I find that through Ibogaine, self-love and meditation. I never knew anything about meditation before coming here. I didn't know how to do it. I watched a few videos that were sent to me with one of the therapists before coming, and I struggled. But I didn't know how to relax either, and learning to relax in the process, I feel kind of helped, at least with me, it helped with the Ibogaine. Like, meditation helped a lot coincide with the medicine to get me kind of to where I am, and positive affirmation, something that I didn't do before, and I feel like the Ibogaine has put that in me, and the more I do it, the better you actually feel.
So how did you feel about, like, all the other adjunct stuff that we did at Beond, like the ice baths and all this stuff? How did that feel like it helped?
The activities that are here at Beond and that I participated in are absolutely amazing. My first day here, I got here, did what they needed me, like the assessments and all that good stuff, and by the time I got done, they were doing the ice bath challenge. And I just went and changed my clothes. I got in. I'd never done one before, and they coached me a little bit on my breathing then, just to be able for me to handle it, and I ended up staying in there for a little over 6 minutes my first time. Something, and I had no clue what I was getting myself into. So it didn't even feel like I was in there 6 minutes. And when they were like, oh my God, I had a group of people around me timing me. They were like, Brittney, you are already over a little over 6 minutes. And I was like, what? But when you get out, you feel exhilarated. Like, you come out and you're warm. You're not cold. It's just an amazing feeling. It was like a shock. A good shock went through your body and kind of opened your senses a little bit. Like, oh my Lord, It was an amazing feeling. Water therapy is amazing here. I did that right after the ice bath. But the yoga and the stretching, every activity they offer here will give you some sort of healing, that you need, and to get you through each day, even when you feel not at your best. I was that person the first few days. I wasn't at my best, and I didn't want to participate, but I did. And then over time, that perspective started to change.
What do you hope that someone would know if they were struggling?
For people, the ones that are struggling, just know you 100% are not alone. I know you hear it every day. I know I did. It was like any video, anything I would come across, it was always, you're not alone, But I know you're going to feel alone in those moments, but just know you're not alone, and there are people that really want to help you. Like here at Beond, it's the only place I can speak of, because like I said, it was the only place I've been to. But they're here to help you, and know that you can get better, and you can have a new reborn again life, whatever you want to call it. So very thankful.
What does healing mean to you?
Healing means to me, the biggest is letting go of the past. The past used to, I'm not going to say still does, hindered me a lot, and I still have got some healing to go. It's not going to change overnight, but the past is something that I feel like kind of led me to where I am over time, things that I went through and endured. But I used to hold grudges, and I was hard to forgive people.
What is your hope for the future? You've been here.
My hope for the future is I can inspire at least one person to come here. And yes, I didn't dig deep into my story, but even if it resonates with one person, 13 years, if you're addicted to pills or anything, know that you haven't lost hope, because the years keep passing. 13 years is a long, long time. And I never thought that I would see this day, that I could stand up and put my 2 feet on the ground and not have to think about a medicine. Like, I need to run and go take my medicine before I start my day. If not, I'm going to feel crappy. I wake up here vibrant and in such a good mood. I'm not a morning person, and I've been waking up like 6 something, 7 something in the morning here. At home, you wouldn't catch me up until like 12 or 1 o'clock, especially on my off days. Like, I've done a complete 360 change. I'm like, that's the old Brittney. This is the new Brittney.